gorgeous people, it's great to be back, and this is my first makeup tutorial for 2015. I know I've been gone for a very long time, but trust me when I say this that I have good reason behind why I've been away. I'll tell you guys all about it in a separate video. Now, a lot of you who've been following me on Instagram have been asking me to post a makeup tutorial of my sort of go-to glam makeup, and that's what I'm wearing right now. I love warm colors, and probably because I'm olive tone, that's probably one of the reasons why I kind of stay away from cool colors and really embrace warm colors. So if you'd like to find out how to achieve this super dramatic nighttime glam makeup, then please keep watching. First, I'm going to take my Character Artist and Salon Concealer Palette, and using a really light shade, I'm going to draw a line highlighting my brow bone. Using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre, I'm going to apply it all over my lids as a base. For eyeshadow, first I'm going to take this highlight color from my Marc Jacobs 206, the Lolita Nude Palette, and I'm going to apply that all over my brow bone till my crease. Next, using the shade Coco from Makeupgeek Cosmetics, I'm going to feather the color out all over my crease. This color is one of my recent favorites and I use it almost every day. And using a clean brush, I'm going to slightly blend Coco into the highlight shade for a smoother transition. Next, I'm going to use the shade Sexpresso from my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This is a beautiful matte dark brown color, and I'm going to use that to intensify my crease to give it a little bit more definition. For my lids, I'm using the shade Chocolate Martini from the same Natural Eyes palette, and I'm going to apply that all over my lids. This is a beautiful dark brown color with gold shimmer dust. I'm applying this using a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to make sure to give the outer half of my eye a nice V shape from the corner of my eye all the way to the end of my crease. And now, using the same brush I used to apply the crease color, I'm going to blend the Chocolate Martini to the crease and give it a nice smooth transition. Now, going back to the shade Coco which we used on the crease earlier, I'm going to apply it all over my lower lash line and connect it to the top eyeshadow. Next, using the Kohl pencil Smoulder by MAC, I'm going to line my waterline. Now, going back to the shade Sexpresso, I'm going to apply it all over the outer half of my lower lash line to intensify it and also blend it with the MAC Smoulder pencil. I'm going to really buff out the color and slightly drag it out and connect it with the top eyeshadow, giving it a nice V shape. And the smudge brush that I'm using is from Eco Tools, and I'm in love with this. Next, using the shade Day, which is a beautiful highlighter, I'm going to apply to my tear ducts. Now I'm going to line my eyes using MAC Blacktrack Fluidline and an angled eyeliner brush from Coastal Scents, and do a very dramatic winged eyeliner. After lining my top lids with whatever is remaining on my brush, I'm going to create a very mild line on my lower lids parallel to the shape of my eyeliner. And this is the part where I realized I'd forgotten something, so I'm going to use the gold shimmery shade Honey Pot from the same palette and apply just to the center of my lid. This will make the warm smoky eye really stand out by adding that pop of color. Now, to keep the inner and outer corner of the lid nice and dark, I'm going to go over it with the shade Sexpresso, because in this look we just want the gold shade in the center to stand out. Next, I'm going to use Outrageous Volume Mascara by Sephora and apply a thick coat to my top and bottom lashes. And to finish off the look, I'm going to stick on my false eyelashes from MAC. And that completes the eye makeup. For blush, I'm using the shade Promiscuous from Marc Jacobs, which is one of my favorite blushes. And I'm going to apply that in a circular motion to my cheeks. To highlight my cheeks, I'm using the shade Opal from Becca Cosmetics. And I was really struggling to get this product, and I finally got my hands on it when I went to New York last year for my holiday. Before applying my lipstick, I'm going to moisturize my lips, and this is Mango Seed from the Face Shop. To line my lips, I'm using the lip pencil Half Red by MAC. I'm going to drag the color in slightly and shade it all over my lips. And I'm going to apply a lipstick over it, and this one is in the shade Brave by MAC. And with the help of a lip brush, I'm going to blend the lipstick with the lip liner. And that completes the makeup. Time to let my hair down. I hope you've all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I promise to be more active with my videos this year, and I'll try and make a shorter version of this tutorial for my Instagram. Do follow me on my social media. I'll put all the links down. Thank you so much for watching.